Welcome, Emeralds. This is your Demon Lord Dracosok. Here today we're going to continue with the Mahoyo Event, which we're currently have to do this section at the moment. First things first, we have to actually enhance. I don't remember right. Alright. Alright. Yeah, we gotta do like all these free quests. And then once we do that, we can actually get back into the story. Hey, HP demo. No, I'm not listening in the Marines. I just got a haircut because I just need to get all this hair off because it was just making it so that way I can like think straight. Plus, yeah, kind of help with the fact too that this wear has just been making me feel like exhausted. Like back up and down, like temperature dropping and stuff is like I'm just done with it. No, I basically just tell him, I just basically tell him, just give me a buzz cut. Because he offered it. Yeah, but yeah, did pretty good. I think he just took a comb and then just, used, the thing to just cut. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to get my hair cut. I'll probably do it anytime soon. Especially during the summertime. Yep, I got her. Did you get her? You've got 90 quarts of cigar. Ah, congrats, man. Needed, yeah. Although, I think we get one at the end of the year. I can't remember. Okay, good. We got a lot of.
今回は普段よりおとなしいんすよね。山のような仕事とかけて、よく晴れた日と山のような仕事とかけて、
Dirt by 200 points.
山のような仕事とかけて、よく晴れた日と解くっす。キリがないっす。
Okay. Let's go for assassins. Let's do that again. Okay, references not there. Lobbies nope. Caster, where is she? There's Nito, and then I need to switch this out with a cave scope. Okay, so she's being released tonight. Okay, gotcha. People say thought it was released today, but. Well, I guess she'll be released on Good Saturday instead of Friday. Or... Actually, what is the day before Easter called? I'm kind of curious. Oh, it's Holy Sunday, Saturday. She's being released on Holy Saturday. Which on the Holy Night, now released on Holy Saturday. Yeah, that's apparently what Google AI says. Well, used in the Czech Republic. Okay, White Saturday is used in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Easter Sunday is frequently used. Largely religious authorities often consider this a misdemeanor, as Easter Saturday technically refers to the Saturday following Easter Sunday. Okay, and then there's Joyous Saturday and Saturday of Light. Terms found often in Kopek, Ethiopian, and Syriac Christian traditions. Or Great Sabbath, I guess. Eastern Orthodoxy. So I guess this really depends on where you're at. Apparently, the Philippines and some cultures refer to it as Black Saturday. Easter Sunday chocolate bite. The funny thing is, I actually got a Briar's one. And I actually ate it. It was like at the Dollar General. Well, actually, Dollar Tree.
不敬はダメですよ。と、わかります。ええ、許します。屍の鏡。
Day also marks the final day of Holy Week at the end of the lantern season.
アンツーネブタチュゼン。天罰。もしもし。
But yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to the Holy Sunday because yeah, we're rolling on the which we're going with for Witch on the Holy Night.
それがよい。わかります。誇りにかけて。ザザーン。天罰。撃て。マルミアドワーク。先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
Oh, you just got the name? Yeah, because I'm going. Yeah, I think it is like, definitely the perfect catalyst to summon Alice. Too bad some guy had to get crucified though. So you're rolling Sunday. Oh god. Maybe I should have just went for the assassin shit. Yeah, the kiss of a murder just. Loving the breeze. I love this. Oh, it's like so quiet. I can barely. I don't know why that has a. So this is like unintentional, wasn't it? It's such a verb magician. I know, I think I got a bit spoiled here, but like what's actually going on? And then it's gonna stop at a certain point, and then we're gonna have to keep going. Oh my god, they murdered Alco! You bastards! Alright. Take a good look. This is our girl you came with. Yes, that's Aosaki Alco, but how did this happen? Huh? Aosaki? Did she say her name was Susuki Riska? I just assumed then. Oh, I see. Well, I'm used to being a show business. I can see why someone might want to keep a low profile. Anyway, now that you're confirmed the victim's identity, we need to get back to the lobby. Yeah, I just started yesterday because of, like, my streaming schedule. That nasty detective told me I need to get all the guests in one place. Detective. I believe some of you already know what I'm about to say. But as a proprietor of this, and I have some tragic news to share. One of our guests was found dead today in the secret wish spring, the spring of youth. Her name was Aosaki Aoko, and the cause of death seems to have been a rear cranial fracture. The back of her skull and her brain are caved in. Aosaki, did you say Aosaki? I did. She was staying here under a pseudonym for some reasons. I'm sad to say she's confirmed deceased, so the public baths will be off limits for a while. I've already notified the police, so things will probably get a little crazy around here soon. But before they arrived, a detective over there requested that all of you, what you were doing the last night. I'll be questioning that guy. That's laughing. Hey, it's Vice President! Huh, you're telling me that us, a detective, happened to be out here when something like this went down? Ain't that awfully convenient? I know what you mean. Why in the world did he come all the way from Tokyo now of all times? So, the fact remains that someone died. I doubt there'll be any harm doing what he says until the police get here. Yeah, they have time of nodes to lunch at night, and they last like 1 to 2 hours. Go ahead, detective. All you, please do what it says. Wait, I forget there's a raise, right? I'm Suzuki Topimaru. I run a detective agency in Tokyo. I was here on a company trip with my 2 assistants. I'd like to ask each of you your name and address and obviously the purpose of the trip, but unfortunately we don't have the time for that. And honestly, I can care less. So, for the time being, all I want from each of you is to testify where you were last night. Also, which you discovered to buy? I need to get a detailed statement from you later. I guess I'll start with it. I'm, Kuren Yusuke. Last night, I closed the front desk at 1 in the morning and went back to my office. I was about to check in on the hot springs a little before 5 o'clock when a guest knocked on my door and told me there was a dead body. I went to that guest to the public bath, confirmed there was a body, and then I hurriedly contracted the rest of my guests. Right, I have the time for that at 5:32 a.m. I know because you woke me up then too. You know, this is going to be too damn long with this many people here. Let's get this all done at once. I had no idea who Tomura was. Can't play official novel games. You need the constant simulation games. I gotcha. Oh, is it like you try to get into it and it's just the story's too long? No. Those of you who slept in your rooms last night, raise your hands. So Suzuki. Everyone, huh? I guess I should know. Not like there's anyone else who did this far out in the mountains. Let's see, Miss Ryogi, was it? You were saying with your husband and daughter, right? Where are they? And I'm staying in our room. My daughter's still just a child, so I couldn't expose her to something so terrible. If you need to interrogate me, I'll come to your room later. By myself. Will that do? I'm sorry, I can't let you do that. We're not supposed to interview suspects alone. Oh, why is that? Having a third party present makes it sure no one can claim the interviewer was bribed or unethically influenced. This also reduces risk of any unfortunate accidents. Oh my, how prudent. All the more reasons I'd rather have my family not meet you. If you found... You can't even read page 5! A 5-page children's picture book? What the heck? Yeah. That's kind of interestingly specific. Although, that kind of reminds me of this book I heard about by Timothy Dexter. It's like a pickle of fire or something. Like, yeah, it's like so much grammar errors is hilarious. And then people were like ripping him for the fact that there's like no commas or punctuation points. So he has an appendix of layer versions. And in the back, it says, here's all your comments and exclamation points. It's like he basically just pressed down on the comma key non-stop. And then hold shift to press the exclamation point like non-stop and then went back to the commas. Always basically revolutionary times version of that. This is pretty late with with you and the Yasuka. Right? Alright, I can feel her murderous intent all the way over here. But yeah, guys, look up Timothy Dexter. He's hilarious. Hilarious and stupidly lucky. To the point where, yeah, it's like, if he is added to FGO, he needs to be added as a berserker because it was definitely a riot. Now then, who discovered the body again? Me, that would be me. Seriously, after you disappeared yesterday, I thought you'd gone back to living in the mountains. Someone helpful assisted you trying to be Sojiro. The hell are you doing? No, wait, don't tell me. We still know what happened to the deceased, but I could tell what happened to you. You look awful, like you're at least 10 years younger now. Guess those wish-granting springs really do the work. Hey, yeah, I remember now. You're that guy who came in here with the detective. So you got your youth back from the spring? Does that mean the stories about them are true? Fuck. Great. Just great. So much for our restful company retreat. Huh? Why is that? Because now it's looking a lot more like they're dealing with a homicide. When will the police get here? It'll take some time to get it, given our remote location, but they should still be here by the afternoon. Alright, no one wants to leave this inn until they arrive. No one. You can make yourself scarce if you want. But keep that in mind. Doing that means you'll be subject to questioning by the police. What's that supposed to mean? The proprietor said the victim's skull was fractured, right? She probably just slipped and hit her head. But now you're talking about us like we're on a murder suspect before you even investigate anything? You're not like suspects. I don't believe for a second that she, of all people, would slip and kill herself. I don't need to wait for an autopsy in case I wasn't clear the first time. Let me spell it out for you. Aosaki Ako was murdered, and the killer is right here in this room. This is gonna be long. Reminds me of like when I actually read the actual visual novel. Although that one was actually pretty fun. Okay, all the other guests have gone back to their ribs. What are you gonna do now, detective? You're going to show me the crime scene first. Don't worry, I won't touch the thing. Sojiro, you're obviously coming with me since you're my assistant. I'm gonna insist that you come along too, coach. You might be acting like this has nothing to do with you, but with Aosaki dead, that makes you my top suspect. I see. Still plant as ever. Suzuki. I can't say you're wrong, though. You know the detective? Yes, I haven't seen him in here, so he works with Suzuki now, and he was a friend of Ako's in high school. He originally moved to Tokyo to go into corporate detective work, but ended up working mainly disturbing cases and became better known as a private eye. Isn't that right, Suzuki? Are you enjoying life now that you lured my friend into pursuing your hobbies instead of letting him work an honest job? Well, that's one sure way of putting it. I'm surprised that you see you here too, Kunoji. Now, you two. I know I asked you to say... But since the guest ledger said Aosaki was staying with you, but you're rare not to see her body, I understand. That said, if you're going got some card, come with me. I got some questions for you. What do you think, Senpai? I may not be putting in a friendly address, but I think he's trying to reconsider it. Really, I'll go anyway. You said your name were Dracosock and Mash, right? You seem like decent enough folks there compared to some of the other guests. I appreciate the help you can offer. I can't be sure seeing as this a bath, but I say the time of death was less than 2 hours ago. Since rigid mortis was said it. Anything unusual about stand out to you? Right. It sure doesn't look like she was about to go on. Which it means that she was probably here for a different reason. Then the killer showed up and bashed her head in from behind. So she died from blunt force trauma. I don't know supposed to any security footage here. Camera and the public graph. That'll be a problem on its own. But no, there are no security cameras anywhere on the premises. So true, they're confirmed as much as we checked in. I did. Mom got me. What a hard worker you are, Suzuki. By the way, did you and Suzuki really come here together? Yeah, he checks every corner, and before he was going to go off to look for the surrounding area. So on Twitter, you can tell that Ross is, yeah, exactly. And that was the last I saw of him until he came back. Looking like a teenager again, he said he's found Elko dead. I got questions for you too, Sojiro, but Awasaki comes first. I don't usually go around avenging that, but I'm going to make sure whoever did this to our pays. Wow, Tomimaru, you sure haven't gotten over Awasaki. Really, poor thing. I can't believe you're still carrying a torch for Elko, even after high school. That face! Oh god, that face! I don't have feelings for her. I don't need your pity. Quit giving people the wrong idea when you both are... You get to so into lockstep anyway. Yeah, is he like interested in like a certain other girl? Senpai, Ako, Alice, Sosho, Suzuki all seem to be like different people, but they seem like this. I get the feeling we're very close to it. Yeah, the very fact the detective was the vice president to try to rein in Alco. In that run your pockets face. All right, kids, stop whispering each other and get me a towel from the locker room. I know there's rules about preserving the crime scene, but I can't leave things like this. They'll forgive me if I at least cover Alco's corpse up with a towel. Huh? Did you say my corpse? Did I die or something? Oh wow, I did, huh? Yikes, what happened to my head? That's... Garly. Oh, she's self-employed, Man, it was actually kind of embarrassing to come across your own dead body, huh? Well, good news is I'm here. I'm still alive, so there's no problem. Anyway, hey everyone. Oh, don't believe I met you two before. Nice to meet you. I'm Awasaki Ako. Can we go somewhere for a little more comfortable so you can fill me in? What the fuck? I see. So, that's how the two of you met before I died. I only just got here myself, so obviously I don't know you two all that well yet. But I can tell that you were really grieving for me. That makes you two trustworthy in my book. Thank you for caring. Do you think we can still work together? Can you tell us what's going on first? Right, far enough. This is a headache for me too. Okay, obviously there's a me who died in the spring. Well, I'll call her Alco1 for short. And then there's me who's now Alco2, but both of us are the same person. I'm from a point in the future, quite a little while from now, actually. Basically, I time traveled. I came back because there was an anomaly happening in this time period. You know what a singularity is, right? It's when the time and place falls out of sync with the standard time axis and eventually messes up surrounding the historical events if it's going to stop. I usually ignore them because of them going away quickly on their own. But this one looks like it could get especially bad. Long story short, I caught my eye. It made me realize that I have a personal connection to it. That's why I traveled here to the year 2001 from the future to figure out what happened, and of course you with me so far. Well, why isn't anyone saying anything? But yeah, why are you still dead? Isn't this technically a paradox? Oh, that's because it's a unique situation. As long as the singularity is attacked, anything that happens in it has no effect on history. That's why I'm still alive and well in the future, even though our Alco died there. My future self learned of Alco 1's death, so I jumped here to act as Alco 2. But it doesn't mean that the future Alco isn't here anymore. She'll be fine as long as this singularity doesn't grow, saturate, and take root in human history. Basically, even if I die here, there'll be another one of me along to take her place. I call it the Aosaki Rocket Pencil Experimental Method. Oh god. I can hear like one of my waifus from the Silver Moon universe like basically screaming her head off. And she's stoic as hell. So no problem. That Alka one is dead. Just think of her as the kind of debt I've racked up. Once the singularity is gone, it'll be like they never brought anything. So I'll definitely help you get rid of it in any way I can. So your future self can send copies of yourself here. Like clones. Does that sound like a bit like the server system? Life death that is scary. Yeah. I don't know why that didn't show up in our chat. I mean, you still remember our conversation from... Alright, I understand how you feel, so does that mean you still remember our conversation last night? Of course not, I only just got here. Now, any information Alco 1 acquired in a singularity belongs to her alone. As Alco 2, I'm going to have to do my own investigation to learn the same things she knew. So whatever you and she talked about, only you know what it is now. I see. Well, last night, I only confirmed two things with you. The first was where you were from this time or not. You admitted that you weren't, and said that the keys to solving the system must be here somewhere. Key, not the killer. Yes, that's all Alco 1 had to say. She was a lot more desperate than what she seemed. So she was the last person on Earth, in some kind of sci-fi story, making one final gamble. But that's not the case for you, is it? It seems like you're only here because you had some vague hunch about the singularity. Well, yeah, I'm pretty much. It's not like I was here at the same time as Alco 1, after all. In fact, I can't visit any place I'm already in. My future self can travel to the past all she wants. Unless it would result in two of me occupying the same time and place. Like max occupancy, I'm not allowed to go over. Things might be different in this, if this were a parallel worlds kind of situation, but with time travel, they're still joining an event if I'm already there. Only one exception rule would be if you weren't here anymore. So Alco 2 showed up here because Alco 1 was killed. Do I have that right? I knew you'd be quick on the update, Student Council Vice President. How do you know? Do you see a lot of these kinds of cases in Tokyo or something? Hell no. I never heard of words of preservation of humanity or singularity before in my life. To say nothing of a goddamn drive travel, but I know better than to ask you anything, Aosaki. It'd just be a waste of everyone's time. Alright, all that stuff sounds wild to me, but I'm willing to accept at least while we're here. Now, let me make sure I got this straight, Dracozoc Mash. You two are here to erase the singularity thing, which is caused by the Holy Grail. So your primary objective is to find the Holy Grail and to secure it. Is that accurate? Yes, that's right. Meanwhile, Sutro, I would usually have nothing to do with any of this stuff. But now he's a servant because you summoned him as a heroic spirit or whatever. Put aside the question of human rights. He ought to make it good familiar. He's always been good at skating by with his skin intact, no matter what happens. I don't skate by, I always better hang on. As for you, Aosaki Kanoji, you said that you're here because the whole world could be in danger, yeah? That means your objective is to get rid of the singularity too. Sounds like the hero's work to me. I'd rather just take it off and forget about all this, but I know too much now. Besides, if the whole world's in danger, there's no point in running. So I'm basically hoping all you can solve this case. Anyway, we're all got the same goal. We might as well be working together to prove our chances. That was very concise. Can you be this quick on the uptake? Simple, I don't want to die. Speaking of which, you're probably in the most precarious spot here, Alasaki. The odds are high whoever killed Alka 1 is one of our guests. When they find out you're still alive and kicking, they're gonna lose their shit. They might as well try to kill you again the moment no one else is around. I won't go down easily. Besides, how dare you sure I was murdered? I died in a hot spring, right? Maybe I just got unlucky and slipped. You once walked away. Fine, after you got pushed off a roof. There's no way a little slip again like that would be enough to kill you. Whoa, wait. When did this happen? I didn't see this in the visual novel. I agree, if a little careless accident was all it took, you would have died when you were still 16. Right, we saw you were far more durable than any normal human back in the house raid. Almost made us wonder if you were a swimmer yourself. Now you see me as human, huh? Gee, thanks. Well, no, not... On my part, I'm not so sure. Masaki said it was just vulnerable as anyone else's. Who's to say she wasn't just unlucky? So, Shiro! In fact, I think it was more likely to be an accident. I mean, wouldn't it be just like her to get herself killed doing something stupid? Thanks for the moral support. Anyway, I'm dragging you down with me next time. Anyway, we can't be sure that somebody killed her, but we should also figure out whether it was accidental or intentional. So far, that seems more likely to me too. Looks like everyone here has a shady-looking, self-proclaimed psychic looking for an easy score. If Alasaki was caused to sure like the way she usually does, that probably saw her the biggest rival. Oh come on, I can't be that bad. Not like I was going around firing magical energy beams in front of regular people, right, Dracosoc? I was. Well, we'll figure this out as we make a headway in our investigation. You wait here, Alasaki. I shouldn't need to tell you that you'll draw attention if you drag on. Dracosoc match Shosho. Us four can go around the inn making inquiries. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty weird if a dead woman suddenly be up and walking again. Okay, Dracosoc, Mash, Tobirama, don't leave any stone unturned. That goes for you too, Suzuki. Don't get too reckless because you're a servant now. Of course, we'll be back in with some good news. What about you, Oz? Are you coming with us? Sorry, but no, I'm terrible at reading people's expressions. Wasn't there a gift shop? I'll go have a cup of tea there. Stop by if you're missing anything. I should be able to come up with some simple magecraft item if you need one. So yeah, I guess Alko gets to kick back, relax, and watch TV. Alright.
ところでミッションって何す？誰が仕事依頼してるっす？それが最大のオカルトっす！
Alright. Okay, we're just gonna keep... Yeah, we'll just keep doing this. Uh...
私の力が必要ならば熱を帯びなさい。丸みあれはですね。カルウェイ熱を帯びなさい。丸みあるは絶絶バカ。念には及ばず。ふんぐるいふんぐるい。おいそじりしたそうか。うがふなぐるふたぐ。うがく36系。神奈川。深い。ウラスサビ。 ここに通せます。あたぼうよ。輝き。
Alright. Yeah, I actually can't wait to roll for Osmo.
オンそじりしたそうだ。うがふなぐるふたぐ。うがく36系。神奈川。うかい。うらすさび。
Oh, you like her? Yeah. Also love how the fact that she has like so many guts on her. Like just built in, and it's like you can't negate them. If we had a core for every quick servant who had a multi-gun. You have two, which is strange because that doesn't happen a lot. I always get to walk away with 50 cents. And maybe a couple, and both of those scores are very special. Yeah, probably don't know yet. Yeah, good worker and have her do that one thing. How's the count doing? God. That just like takes forever to bond up. Oh hey Deontay, how goes it? Sorry, I thought you were AP over there. But yeah, it's like just get one copy at least. Because I'm not the guy that's gonna fit like multiple MPs for a service anyway. Like the only ones like I really went after for limited was Susan and also Johnson. Mostly because of wife. But yeah, what's your plan, Deontay? Whatever the higher MPO goes. Okay, gotcha. Forget who the next one's supposed to be. Though I do know in 2 years from now we get Miss Snake. I forget if she's a caster or not.
念には及ばず誇りにかけててんでいそこです足を狙いますどう遊びましょうよ妖精接続運命をかけた戦いであるのを改めアマチュアをなめさせようかラボメイ待ったなしいやぜひとも
Know if it's gonna be your Grand Berserker? Got ya. Okay, Snake is Assassin.
おいそじりしたそうかうがふなぐる二組うがく36系神奈川
Grand Berserker, I'm thinking like maybe her.
堪能堪能
Although I have like other like targets like Q Alter though. Alright. I got
来たっすねカルディアのマスターくんラジオのパーソナリティのように働くっすよネタはシース山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日と山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日と解く山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日と解くっすかくしてシャバゾートマスターは次の任務に向かうのであった次回マホヨコラボ第21話煮込まれたオカルトにご期待ください
okay,
熊
I'm
野
gonna
温泉
actually
に
check.
ようこそご予約のカルデア様ご一行ですね行ってみたかっただけよはい調査
Okay. Yeah, well the thing is I started yesterday, so I take it you're also behind? As a Grandcaster. Yeah, I need to figure out my playing plan for like my grands. I still can't believe someone died here. I was going to go for a midday dip in the springs, but knowing that there was a dead body there put me up right off. But what was I doing last night? I just tended to my valuable merchandise and went straight to bed. What? You think the killers are one of the guests? Well, good luck with that. People don't just kill on the one. They need a strong emotion to drive them towards these links. There's plenty of the kind of feelings go around on a battlefield, of course. But there's plenty to need that. Whether they kill for money or if it's just always someone they know. And connections like that can't help but leave behind signs. You can hide a murder weapon, but you can't hide your relationships. But then I guess a private like you doesn't need me to tell you that. Anyway, everyone's here is a perfect stranger. You got no connection to anyone else. No reason to kill someone without doing something about the body. Yeah, I think a bear got the girl. Not that it's ain't my comfort. If there's a bear, then yeah, they need to kill the bear. You want my alibi? Well, I don't remember when I fell asleep. I'm usually pretty good at keeping a regular schedule, but I haven't had too much to drink last night. Anyway, I can't believe the paper bag woman is dead. Those other psychics aren't to the same league as me, but I thought she could at least give me a run for my money. Can't believe the curse got her first. Why do you think? Why do I think a curse did it? A hunch. I was a gunslinger myself. I could tell right away she was one hell of a sharpshooter. There's no way another guest could have killed someone as talented as her, so it must have been a curse. Man, that sucks. I was hoping that we could have a drink together before then we'll duel to the death. After going for my evening prayer, I went straight to bed at 10 o'clock and didn't wake up until 5. No, it wasn't the commotion that woke me up. I've always been an early riser. But do I think of Arasaki's death? And didn't she just slip and hit her head? She was probably just such a hurry to go to the secret bath. before anyone else, and she wasn't watching her step. That's all I said. No, she must have felt though. I get it made the same mistake as one secret bass improve your financial luck. It wasn't me. Awasaki Alco wasn't my target. Only twist people I've had asked to twist. The truth is, everything in it is. This is business. Trust is everything in business after all. Oh, you weren't talking about that, were you? Well, I am afraid I can't verify my alibi easily. I was alone in my room, but without any security cameras innocent, I have no way of proving that. Although I did notice at the door to Ryogi's Primero room stayed closed all night, so I can't verify her alibi. She says she was there with her family, but I never heard a peep of her room. If that is suspicious, I don't know what is. You know, even the most peaceful of places, there's things in this world that no one should ever see. Good person, bad person, it doesn't matter. The very act of seeing such terrifying things is a sin. I think that's what happened to Awasaki. She must have seen a boundary and questioned a world that no one person should. Perhaps she gazed into the bottomless abyss epidemic to human society, that kind of abyss no one escapes of except for death. Alright, that's everyone we can find in the halls. I guess must be still in the rooms. They all have the same kind of opinion Awasaki's cause of death too. None of them seemed all that disturbed by the fact that someone died here. And none of them thought that she was a bird ever. So all psychics, maybe they all used to deal with dead bodies? Or maybe they're all thinking it's normal someone who would die in this thing. Anyway, it's already 2 in the afternoon. The police are sure they're taking their sweet time. Pardon me, everyone. As a matter of fact, I just spoke to the police on the phone. They said they don't know when they'll be able to get here because they can't enter the mountain. Can't enter it? Why not? Was there a landslide or something? I asked them the same thing, but all they said was they can't do it. The officers I spoke to sound pretty confused as well. The only other thing he said was to prioritize this guest safety until they can figure out the situation. Anyway, it's not unusual. There's already issues with the mountain roads at this time of year. I'm just glad nothing happened in. The new building is built to withstand anything, but the older building dates back to the early swell-up period in the late 1920s, so it would collapse in an instant if there was a landslide or such. Excuse me, does that mean the old building has remained in its current form since it was built? Yes, that's right. Although I do keep it tidy. Yeah, this place seems so retro. Yeah, it's really dated. This seemed like a blast to pass, yes. Also, I noticed the posters you got hanging are of idols from the 90s. I really like those posters. There's just something encouraging about them. That reminds me, Mr. Yosuke said he used to work in the entertainment industry. Have you heard of him, Suzuki? I've never been big on watch TV, so no, I haven't. I couldn't tell you if these posters matter either. Like, they do advertise this like this because they're popular, or they're popular because they advertise like this. Either way, all that's above. It's ridiculous. They should know that you can't drag things out forever. You want to sell a product, the product should be a star. If you want to make a star look good, then you should be using your budget to give them a place to shine. And that's not even getting to the whole problem of the inherently interchangeable these posters are. Where the next trend rolls around. You can take them down and swap them without no sweat. They may as well be screaming, "Don't bark!" caring about me. I'm the replaceable. I won't go far as to say the markers ought to make their own museums or anything, but they should be trying for campaigns that the people will remember them forever. I see you're quite a conservative detective, or perhaps I should say you were well raised. What do you mean by that? People don't think in such lofty terms. They don't want something that lets them on their lives. They just want to get through the day and have fun in doing it. But what about life-changing masterpieces, you say? Because of hope? Sure, those still encouraged on it, but they never last more than 6 months in the public eye. Most of experiences are just Compost for the public detective. There's always someone new waiting for the wings to provide the next dose of entertainment. Stars come and go, and come and go, and that's what they do. And there are as many of them as there are real stars in the sky. That's the kind of world we make. And an industry where the stars are raised and they fall swiftly. There's no one to choose from. Besides, any culture that hangs on to a single emotional experience forever, like a crush, is a culture that's gone stagnant. But emotions, the brilliance that people want to see. Now that is as varied as there are stars in the sky. And that's not the nature of entertainment. The news is already ready to overwrite the old. Oh, but that's enough on me. I still have to do something about the springs. Will you all be so kind as to carry the seats for me? House Pavilion should be perfect for it. The place is a natural icebox. There's no better place around here to reserve that body. Holy hell, I can't believe he's gonna have to carry Arasaki's dead body of all things. You know, maybe I ought to make her carry it herself. What a better way to say goodbye to her past life. It wouldn't be already bad enough, but that would be in another coffin. Besides, nobody should be carrying a dead body unless it's been cremated. Yeah. Although then again, both you and him carried a statue of a nun. Why don't you go back to the room? I'll take some time and effort. I can move the body to the cave myself. In the meantime, you should have an idea who the killer is now, right? I can't wait to hear your answer when I get back in an hour. Now, do you have any idea who he's talking about, Senpai? Oh yeah, that's a good, but I guess it makes sense if you know yourself when it comes to the paranormal. Probably makes it easier to see things that arrive at conclusions that ordinary people will never get. Right then, back to the sky room. I hope you got something good, Dracosock. Alright. Welcome back! Learning anything useful? Yeah, more or less. Such will be back after he carries the body into the nearby cave. Alright, guess you can't leave me like that. Bringing me to a place called Hell's Pavilion, I just hope it don't come back as a zombie. I would definitely say that happening with you, Arasaki. If it does, I'll lay you to rest with a bullet fired with all my years of frustration. Hang on, you have a gun, tomorrow in Japan? You're not even a police officer! Well, it's just a figure of speech, don't worry about it. Now, as I was saying, Dracosock, you said you have an idea of the situation. Am I filling this in? Obvious, but what else would be in the spring of youth? What do you mean? Sojiro, obviously. Like, come on said. The spring only works for one person per year. It must have been him. Sorry, but that's not quite correct. I'm afraid we may not have an explain ourselves specifically either. Sojiro looks like he waited out because he was summoned as a servant. He didn't regain his youth from the spring. So if the spring really does work, then someone else there went in it. There's a very good chance that he would have run into Alka 1. Dracosock, do you see anybody among the desks who look like they got younger? Just one. Alright, now we're getting the story. Okay, this is the ping room where the cowgirl is saying. We can knock if you want, but are you sure you don't want to wait for Sojiro to get back from the cave? That's right. Alright, me, Dracosock, and Mash should be able to handle her. Go on, Toguro, knock. It may be run away if we take too long. Alright. Things get rough, I'll tag you in. Hello, it's Sharon. It's Suzuki, the detective. We'd like to talk to you about Osaki Alko. Mind opening your door? You've reached the room of Jolene the Ghost Hunter. Unfortunately, she's not available right now. If you wish to speak to her, please try visiting her in Texas in a few days. That might be one of the stupidest not home acts I have ever seen. Well, nothing we can do about wait for. It looks like the familiar magic boat just broke the door down for us. Oh my, I wonder what happened. Maybe the inn's older than it looks. If the doors just fall apart on their own. Well, let's just chalk it up to a stroke of good karma, shall we? Hi, don't mind if we let ourselves in. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? I'm gonna sue you for property damage and invasion of privacy. Believe me, I've come from the land of lawsuits. So don't think I won't do it. Do you know who you're dealing with? You're looking at the famed genius exorcist who's sent countless ghosts, deadbeats into the next life in the court of law. They even call me Asteria, the goddess of justice, the one and only Ishtar. You're alive? I don't believe it. This can't be happening. Evil spirit be gone. Evil spirit be gone. Just got a gun. Look out. It's equally hard to believe, but these bullets are made of popcorn. Oh, really? You're right. Pretty good popcorn too. The need from a gun is it's causing your shaky rice to expand into puffed rice. Oh, I didn't know you could use rice to make popcorn. Pretty clever. Might be able to give my sister a run to her money. Note to self. Tried to turn rice into popcorn. She looked at me. Save me! Jane! The demon's coming to kill me! Sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. Stay away! Just want to talk. If you got nothing to hide, then you should be any need to run. Let's try to head to the old building. Wait, this hallway. This is. That was hallway. Yeah. There I go. Sweet. After 10 long years ago, so I finally saw my first spirits. Wait, that means I'm in trouble. Evil spirits be gone. Evil spirits be gone. You have to use day-old rice for it, and there's like a specific way to make it puff. Oh, okay. So at least that's good, so you're not letting the rice go to waste. Crap. No, I mean more, Demi. Help. Save me! Evil spirits go on after Ishtar, and we have to help her. Okay. No, I actually came up with something better. Ah, crap. Alright. Never mind. Hey, Viper, long time no see. Have to deep fry the rice, but I'm not sure if that's the only thing you
お
have to
客
do.
様、獲物はあちらでございますね。
Maybe I'm getting like two contradictory things, so maybe it might be a certain thing, I guess.
天空や私のメーカーや私の目は
カッティングスプレーシューッと
完全開発よろしくて鹿な泣きたい
Alright, so let's see.
お願いネスラムタイヤ
冥界の守りを知りなさい
これ
Oh,
が
thank you for the. Oh,
気がいる彼ら
okay. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I need to like change the thing. But yeah, I'm gonna drink real quick, and I saw the. Readings.
はい NSS サービスですイノベーションを始め天空の私のご用
Alright,
話
and I saw that you want me to hit that. Jack!
懲罰開始
Okay.
ヒュンヒュン
Okay. Jackie gets hit that. Thanks, Viper, Jackie. Also, God, I am so fucking
ま
hot.
っすぐですね
泣きたい
ドッカーンはい
ほらほら
Oh, yeah, that is like gonna sad.
楽しく泣きたい丸かじり
Alright, I think I'm gonna probably open a window or something.
危ないから
鹿なし
まっすぐですね
Because, yeah, I'm like.
お願いネスラムタイヤ
冥界の守りを知りなさい
これが私の来る気がいる彼ら
Here. I just need to figure out what is causing my room to get freaking so hot. There, mate, we made it. Huh? I thought they came to help, but now they're gone. You can't trust anybody these days. We're back in the Holly's interest. After supping in supernaturalist work, Purple Shiba's temporal calculations are a flux. Looks like whatever's trying to cross this hallway in this state, it gets rewound by the same lengths of time it took us across. And since the time is getting reset rather than the distance, we will never be able to reach its end at this rate, even if we could cross 100 meters instantly. So what makes this hallway endless, huh? I guess it goes on forever in a sense. Alright, I don't want to have to use this, but I'm going to cheat a little. If we don't do something soon, these ghosts are going to kill her. Saving lives comes first. What do you have in mind? I'm just going to go straight to her. How do you think I came to this in the very first place? If reaching the goal is in its back, then I'll just have to jump into the point past the goal. I'll show you what real magic can do. It might not be as flashy as you expect from a magician, though.
F と思ったんだが、これって清掃業務に次の依頼だ。焦らず、一休みしてから取り掛かろう。
Okay, where is she? Come on. No, not yet.
やってやるわ。メーカーの私の宮。天空の私の椅子。イノベーション始めます。そのように。失礼。こちらの話です。寒く見つけた。広く厳しくね。まあ大胆。お願い、ネスラムタイヤ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私の。
Oh yeah, I need to keep track of like who shows up, but no one did.
冥界は私の宮。イノベーション始めます。泣きたい？楽しい？悲しい？どう？怖い？脱走禁止。私だって人気がるクラスター。ご用件はあれね。悲しい？目障りですね。止めて。止める。
Got it. Alright, that should do it.
天に絶海、地に監獄。我がかかとこそ冥府の怒り。反省するのだわ。
Hey there, Chris!
気軽に許されな。
Okay, I'm going. Okay, we solved the mystery. That's good. Not sane. 5 timeless words. The same hallway anymore. I'm safe? Oh wait, that depends on you. You might be safe from the hallway ghost now, but we're not done yet. So tell us, why do you run away the moment you saw my face? Senpai, it's great that Alko took care of the problem for us, but I think that was, maybe just jump ahead of time a bit. Something like that. I guess I was kind of showing off. I might be seem handy, but it's really a tight squeeze. We have to be really careful about how you use it, or I'll need to work 3 times as hard to make up for it. It's kind of like the more I use it, the more debt I rack up, you know? Phew, finally caught up. So, did you apprehend the subject? I see you join us, tomorrow. We're just about to start questioning her. So, Isharan, did you kill me? Yes, I confess I did kill that zombie. Or, well, I guess I did. It was more like, I was so scared I couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything? Yes, the truth is I'm no exorcist. I'm a bounty hunter who goes after a different kind of ghosts. The deaths of people who ghost their debts, scammers and so on. The only reason I came to this country was because I heard there are springs of youth. So last night, after I retired, I left the room so I snuck into the spring youth around 1 in the morning and waited for it to come in. And it was really cold. It began bubbling up at around 4, and I was like, "Oh, yay! I'm going to kill it this season." But then I heard the door of the bath open. I thought I was a treasure, so I panicked. I didn't want to get in trouble after all, but it was a woman. It was her, the Sami woman. I get how you feel, but would you mind using my actual name? Where did you hide? I didn't see anywhere to hide in the bath. And in the spring itself, I kept my whole body submerged. I went back flat on the ground like a father. Damn, that's wow. It still couldn't. Feels like it worked. The bath water from the natural offspring gets pretty murky. Not even gonna ask how he managed to breathe. It wasn't easy. I'm pretty sure I'll be dead right now if I hadn't died first. So that's when the Aozaki was killed. Yeah, I saw someone else come up behind the zombie alcohol while I was hiding. Couldn't make out the mornish silhouette though. The water though. Anyway, as soon as I heard the sound like arguing, and then next moment they started attacking each other. I couldn't hold my breath any longer, so I poked my head out of the water quick as I could, and there was alcohol that as a doormat. It was horrible. I can't do anything to stop it because I'm a coward that only cares about saving your own skin. If only I made a show of getting out of the bath, it would never happen. I may as well have cared myself. Any idea who the other person was? Don't be stupid. If the killer couldn't see me, then of course I can't see him either. So you didn't get a good look at their face, huh? Well, that's fine. They probably won't be coming back anytime soon anyway. The fact that there's no traces to killer means that it probably blasted away somewhere. Probably outside the singularity, so they couldn't interfere. Maybe you vaporize your killer without a trace. Yeah, the whole side of the bath would have been gone, too. Not that brutal, you know. It says in the main singularity, it seems that whoever did this did was an obsession of Holy Grail. At least we know that Aozaki died now, so we can put that subject on hold for now. You and Master are here to find Holy Grail, right? Dracosak, we can take your time with Aozaki. So what are you going to do now, cowgirl? If you're planning to stick around, I can place you under our protection. I don't know, I'm just sticking around this getting like this any longer. I'll put on an SOS to my partner first thing in the morning, so she should be able to pick you up soon. I'm gonna count on that. Not even the police can get out here right now. You don't know Jane. She's a world-class scout, and there's no place on earth that I can keep her out. Anyway, before I get out of here, I'll tell you what I heard in the bath thanks to saving my life. You mean back when you were acting like a founder? Yeah, before the other person showed up and I heard the awkward mutter to herself. I kill anyone who tries to get into the springs. Nobody is getting their wish granted on my watch. Okay, what's this? Oh.
その輝き。
So insurance gone down. I guess that makes one less specific career, but we're just gonna talk about who has the Holy Grail then, yeah? Too bad you and Mash aren't making progress in your investigation, Dracosak. Not surprised there, considering how this whole time and everyone in it is suspicious out. I'm just jealous of how much work you got out for you. I see you're completely used Betek mode now. But then again, you always had the habit of seeing other people suffering. I'm sorry he's such a jerk, you two. I'll make sure he gets what's coming to him later. Oh, no, it's fine. I can tell that he's trying to encourage us his own way. He may seem cold first, but I've seen that he's actually very thoughtful and considerate. Tomorrow, thoughtful. I think you might be confusing him with a high strung. Anyway, never mind him. How's the war, Dracosak? Can't believe how good it is. This might be ridiculous, but I do love that LSU reserved this awesome outdoor bath. Although I don't think you're going to join us too, Alice. I just came to hear how things went today. I don't have any interest in the outdoor mountain baths or anything like that. 5 to 4. Alice is so uncoordinated she could drown in the pool. There's no way she'll ever visit a bath like this when there's one wrong step would make her sink like a... Anyway, I believe that the spring youth was real. I thought for sure those stories were all made up. I'm more surprised that people actually believe in them to come here. What about you? About all of you. Would you like to be young again if you could? Depends on where you mean young at heart, blind, or both, but I think I'll pass on them. If I can have another person me entirely, then I'll have to think about it. I'll pass to you. Besides, the whole question is pointless. I don't want to get any older, but I'm not exactly ready to be a kid again either. Maybe I'll go for it if it's just my body getting younger, but if it's cowgirl's that cowgirl's got any indication, it looks like a package deal. Still have a lot of growing up to do. I'd rather do that than get any even younger. So now you would go for it. I guess we'll have to see how you feel in 10 years then. What about you, Awazaki? I knew you could notice you're getting changed, but how come you still look the same as you did 10 years ago? That's because I come here from the future where I still look the same as I did 10 years ago, obviously. There's another Awazaki outside of Singularity, somewhere on Earth, of 2001, who looks every bit grown up. Maybe she's even back in Japan right now. What? Are you disappointed you don't get to see her? Nah, I already know she's just drifting around aimlessly with no more than a guitar and clothes on her back. I can see it so clearly it's actually born. Hey, at least call me a rock star. We're all getting along, but maybe we should get back to the problem at hand. We still know who killed Awazaki, but we do know that they are gone from this world now, thanks to Awazaki herself, unfortunately. It was a cruel and an excessive form of self-defense, but at least that means the threat is gone now. Hey, I didn't kill him. I just sent him somewhere far away. The real problem is, what did that Awazaki one find out before she was killed? Draco's Hawk. Do you remember what she said to us last night before you went to separate ways? Of course. If this singularity is resolved, a wishing star is going to come here and wipe out humankind. Huh? Well, come on. She must have been exaggerating. No way. That kind of joke is way too clever for Awazaki. So then, she's serious. Was serious. I believe me. That's why I let her know. Humankind wiped out a wishing star. Could have. What could have been her? She had been talking about. What a joke. That is less than hopeful. Is there no way you can recover that? What Alco 1 experienced, Alco? Actually, yes, I can do it now, but as time passes, the information we had should emerge. I should know what it was that Alco 1 saw in 2 more days. Good things come to those who wait. So, in the meantime, I'll help you out with your job, Dracosak. For the time being, we can start by questioning the rest of the guests singing this in. They're about to have the real reason they came here. Like Isharan. Once we find that out, the answer should have present itself. Right, I feel very good about this investigation, knowing you'll all be here to help us. Oh, would this be the 2 questions outside for Alcohol 1? Well, last night I would only confirm 2 things with you. The first was whether you're from this time or not. You admitted you weren't, and I said the key for solving this incident must be around here somewhere. Alright, you still haven't told us what the second thing you asked Alco 1 was, Alice. So, what was it? Are you sure you want me to say it? I'll let it drop in on purpose and try to be said. Yes, I'm sure. Must be an incredibly important secret, right? I wouldn't be able to sleep until I knows this. Well, speaking as your friend who hasn't seen you for 7 years, so I asked if you were still single. Wow, Alice, you've done it again. You don't mind if I sue you for defamation, right? I mean, I don't know if you can sue for defamation for just asking a simple question. Alright. What am I doing on Bond? Okay, he's almost up. Yeah, I didn't get it. Alright. Actually, how long are these how many chapters are there for this? Okay, quest, event quest.
エンジョイ&エキサイなんでもありません。頑張りましょう。熱を帯びなさい。マルミアドは私のイルカは勇敢ですよ。運命をかけた戦いであれば早だけですよ、カルウェナ。とっておハイドを誇りにかけて。聖なる様、光の海、清らかな歌よ、喜びを。見つかいは天に帰る。レオセアンテレグレス。
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, there's 8 sections.
下がっているように。
Okay.
聖なる様、光の海、清らかな歌よ、喜びを。見つかいは天に帰る。レオセアンテレグレス。
So we're gonna. Alright.
我が祈りをここに。落葉に郷愁を、大芸に典型を。無垢なる天使よ、海に来たれ。レオセアンテレグレス。
For 2 hours each day.
光よ、誰かに。このドレスは平和の結晶。そして平和とは時に厳しいものなのです。熊野温泉にようこそ。ボーナス獲得。今度ご飯おごってね。
Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. There's only 2 hours.
エンジョイ&エキサイなんでもありません。頑張りましょう。早立ちです。カルウェイ。早立ちです。カルウェイ。内緒ですよ。こちらですね。早立ちです。カルウェイ。早立ちです。カルウェイ。みんなでは行きましょう。我が祈りをここに。落葉に郷愁を、大芸に典型を、無垢なる天使を、海に来たれ、レオセアン・ダレグレス。とっておきのクルーズをハイロを展開。
Okay, since I'm on here,
我が祈り
so...
をここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使
Hey, Jackal, I'll go with it.
みんな眩しいですよ。ええ。我が祈りをここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使を海に来たれレオセアン・ダレグレス。光よまだやかにまだ死よこのバカンスを捧げます。
ここも
先に進みましょう。
Alright, that should do it.
宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日と解くす。霧山のような仕事とかけてよく晴れた日と解くす。霧がないす。
Okay. Okay, let's do this again. And then after that, that should be enough.
エンジョイ&エキサイ。今のうちに準備なんでもありません。両親頑張りましょう。運命をかけた戦いであれば白兵戦いくらしのイルカは言う内緒ですよ。みんなハイロー展開。
Yeah, it looks like to get
我が
everything
祈り
up,
をここに落葉に郷
we
愁
need three
大芸に典型を無垢なる天使を
thousand
海に来たれレオセアン
like points to get all the things unlocked.
みんなハイロー展開。眩しいですよ。我が祈りをここに落葉に郷愁を大芸に典型を無垢なる天使を海に来たれレオセアン・ダレグレス。では下がっているように。聖なる様、光の海、清らかな歌よ、喜びを。見つかいは天に帰り、レオセアン・ダレグレス。光よ、 かに
僕の血。
鐘の音が聞こえる。
ふと思ったんだが、これって次の依頼だ。焦らず
Got it.
一休みしてから取り掛かろう。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。やった
Alright,
ぞマ
I'm
スタ
going
ー。
to go to the bathroom. Be right
達成だ。
back.
これはボーナスの予感。
Alright, back. Now, let's do this. Can't heal with hot springs. Yikes, that was too close. I barely managed to shift in time. What the hell is that thing? It disobeyed the laws of physics, and you can never tell when it's about to do something. That's constantly, I have no idea what it is. And the worst part, analyzing denied, delivery denied, evaluating denied, diagnosing denied, denied. Is that it speaks our language? Ugh. Can't just dodge the attacks by teleporting, but it won't stop them. And if I mess up even once, I'll be dead. There's one thing I can't hold back for now, but it's giving me a time to pull off a big move like that. If it won't just let up for 2 seconds, then it could. It knows that. It knows that I'm planning on keeping the stalemate go. This is gonna be going on forever. How long can I stay focused? 5 days? Then again, I don't think I can afford to worry about that. That magical energy is spreading even now. At this rate, it won't last. It won't be long before the whole world becomes a desolate wasteland. I can't stop this thing by myself, and there's no one else who can help me either. Some big deal magicians are. No matter how much people fear us, in the end, we're only human. We're not nearly as powerful enough to stand up to a potentially world-ending disaster on our own. So, it's gotta run out of steam eventually, right? Seriously, what the hell? Are you seriously telling me it's a star from outer space here to destroy the world? Star took us to this smirkers say, damn straight. Resistance is futile. I'm gonna destroy Earth, and there's nothing you can do about it. Fate was on our side, nor did she have any way of changing it. In a few minutes, her limbs would char, harden, and decay, and crumble like dust. All will despair at this outcome. All is lost into this destruction. Here, in this amber crater where the star fell, there was no brilliant miracle that could have saved the magician's life. Morning, Dracozoc. I take you slept like a log. And a baby log. Glad to hear it. I slept well too. I feel great. So now that Aosaki's death is solved, we can finally focus on the Holy Grail after we had a proper breakfast, of course. Good morning, Senpai. Good morning, Sojo. You're both up bright and early. Morning, Mash. Oh. Everyone up, nice to see you're all keeping a healthy lifestyle. I hate to rain on your parade, but I've got some bad news you need to know. Alko just found dead the second secret spring. And come to the public bath as soon as you can. Don't remind me, I turned out 7 years. Also... What? God! Oh my god, they killed Alko! You bastards! Ugh. Don't see Aosaki in here, so it looks like it's really her. What's the situation here? Who found her? I did. She wasn't in her room when I woke up, which gave me a bad feeling. I came here to check on her and found her like, well, that. I was still coming to grips with when it went... Rotten came to open the spring and told me... And then told the other guests. How horrible to think we had people turning up dead. Did 2 days in a row. First there was a bite in the spring youth, now there's one in the spring of romance. The great one must be cursing us. He must be furious with us for taking the springs. Although, hang on, who is this person anyway? Her face is too mangled to identify, but it seems to be wearing same outfit as the victim from yesterday. You think so? It was just the latest big city fashion. You see this kind of outfit everywhere nowadays. Oh, I see. I guess that explains it. Then she must be a burglar who decided to sneak into the springs. All the guests are safe and accounted for, including yourselves, of course. So there's no one to communicate with them. So what's the plan now? Did you want to gather everyone for questioning again? No, I doubt anything's changed from yesterday. You still won't have any way of verifying their alibis. I'll take charge of the crime scene until the police get here. You okay with that, project? Fine by me. Better you than me, if the police have a problem with it. Alright, I better get back to it. See the body is brought to the Hell's Pavilion again, will you? I'm a little reluctant to say this in front of the seats, but don't worry about Mash. Heard to be fun about it. And say she's gonna come back here again, right? There! I just tracked down the traces of my magic energy. This must be where I died. Yikes! What happened to me? My whole face has been smashing. How the hell did that happen? Oh, Alice, you're here too. That's great. Can you tell me what's going on? Yeah, you died a second time. And that's everything that's happened so far. Again. I feel like that one episode of My Name is Earl where Earl had to explain to that one guy that basically his memory resets every time he goes to sleep. Thanks for catching her up. Kenoji and I will have too much of a headache to keep our thoughts straight. Hope you appreciate what Dracosock's doing for you, Aosaki. Most people wouldn't be near so gracious as someone who went to get himself killed twice in 2 days. Good point. Sorry about the trouble, Dracosock. So yeah, Hulk of 3. So, thanks to you, I have good handle on the situation. Now let's not waste any more time. We'll start by going around and questioning all our guests one by one. That's why you didn't gather them all in one place, don't remember? Even if everyone sits there just sleeping last night, even suspicious steps somebody will shake by thanks to the peer pressure not to rook. But it's better not to talk to people all. Better to talk to people one at a time if we want to hear their full alibi. Right. We should be treating the search for my killer and the search for the Holy Grail separate. So it sounds like there's a lot of time to waste by not doing that yesterday. Today, we don't need a bar looking for my car. We'll just focus on wondering why our guests are really here. I don't buy for a second they're actually here to exercise the Kumanos in the spirits. They're here for other reasons. And it's up to us to find out what those are. We've agreed with Alco. We still know if there's a Holy Grail, but if we find out what our guests are really doing here, we'll be here to determine which of them will need it. Exactly, so let's get started. Not so fast, Asaki, you say here. No, I do not miss Tigger. Screw that guy. Yeah, I swear. I don't know how you can be so smart and still always skip over the last critical part. And I think about it. How do you think people are going to respond to a dead woman asking them questions? No? We'll launch you when we know what's the target to point you at. Like a missile. In the meantime, we'll just stick to me. Dracosock and Mash, and Sojo again. Fine, makes sense. I guess you and I will be holding the fort down at Us. Us? That's fine. I don't have anything else to do right now, anyway. We got a holy friar here. She wants an investigation too. Just yesterday, it was all about how boring it is to mind the store. What do you say, kids? Do you think you can make room for Alice too? Not just she'll be in my shop. She's way out of shape and can't hold a conversation to save her life, and Kunoji, huh? Yeah, that could work. She's practically a walking lie detector. The only problem is, I'd rather not go around a group of 5. Too many, or too few of us will put people on their guard. Alright, let's split up. Dracosock, go with social analysis, and I'll go with Mash. Why that arrangement? Sojo is your servant now, right? So it makes his job to keep you safe. You also need him to interpret for Alice, so that's why she goes to you too. As for me, I don't mind going off my own, but like I said, acting alone would advise suspicious too. So I need someone to come along with me, my note taker, which is where Mash comes in. Sorry about this, Dracosock. Makes sense. Oh, I see. If we all are agreed, then we should get started. Mash and I will take the new building. You three take the Elden and the outside areas. We'll meet back up here in the sky room in the afternoon and compare notes. Alright, let's get to work. Alright. Do this, and I believe it'll tell me I have to do more. Yeah, that's actually an interesting shot. Looks like there aren't many guests here staying in the old building. The closest we saw was Yosuke eating old-fashioned ramen in his office. Likely because the hot springs are closed. Most women want to come to a place where 2 murders occurred in its many days. Let's head outside. I don't think we learned anything new and perfect timing. I'm sorry I have to go back to my room empty-handed. Excuse me, miss. You'll be filling in the shop, yes? Would you please wrap up one of these adorable horror monster plushies for me? Excellent taste, madam. But they're actually come in sets of 2. If you could please wait here, I'll go prepare the other one. So these are all handmade. I knew it was worth coming. So, Dro? It's your chance to question me, you know. Name and address. I'm Ryogi. I come here from in Tokyo with my family, but who cares about that? I take it you two are college students, maybe here as a part of some club activity. I work as a detective agency, although my partner, Susuji, explained as much yesterday. Alright, I'm sorry, you two seem different from the other guests I just assumed. You're not like the other one, like the rest of us who came here for reasons we can't share openly, right? Reasons we can't share openly? Oh yeah, secret reasons we can't even tell our loved ones. Young ones, complete strangers. Think about it. The proprietor said he will reward us for every spiritual service we eliminate, right? But isn't that just a common sense? Of course, people are supposed to be paid for their work. That's not enough to attract as many of them. Oh yeah, good point. Not to mention the genuine psychics are in pretty high demand. They have no reason to come all the way out to a mountain just to find work. For that matter, more real psychics will come near this place. They know all too well that there will be no match for spirits visible to the naked eye. Other guests may be able to spell evil spirits, but very few of them could truly be called exorcists. No, I suspect we have a very different professions, which means that they aren't here to banish ghosts and earn money. Thank you for waiting. Here's your set of talking twins. Tweedledee and something wrong? Dracosak and Suzuki look a little tense. Everything's fine. We're just making small talk. Thank you. I'll take good care of them. Goodbye, detectives. I suggest you should bring this socket up with the other guests as well. Phew, she's finally gone. I was ready for a fight, but I'm glad it didn't come to that. You know her house? No, I only met her here at this inn, but I can tell she's a real deal. She has a distinct air of professional spirit slayer about her. When it comes to killing spirits, she's probably better than any of the other guests. Well, for example, if the entire new building became a business, she'll handle it by cutting the whole building in half. Okay, bishop for team, so we need...
旅館の問題点をリスト化してみたよ。こうするとちょっと楽しいからね。じゃあ、一つずつ片付けようか。
Alright, now we need to... Alright.
第2、第3ホーグ展開。アルトリア・アバロン出るぞ。白兵戦行きます。要支援鉄道早立てです。カルウェナ今のうちに連なってね。私のイルカは勇敢ですよ。とっておきのクルーズを。
Yeah, we're almost at the next spot.
我が祈りをここに。落葉に郷愁を、大芸に典型を、無垢なる天使よ、海に来たれ、エオセアン・ナレグレス。行きましょう。聖なる様、光の海、清らかな歌よ、喜びを、見つかいは天に帰る、エオセアン・ナレグレス。 眩しいですよ。もちろん。
Alright, that should actually unlock.
聖なる
You
様
know,
光の海。
kind of weird how basically you have a mission entirely devoted to just killing 3 enemies in just one particular room. Over just have it to where just Sweet Saber enemies.
イルカを撃つのでアーチャーなのです。何もおかしくはないのですよ。
ふと思ったんだが、これって清掃業。いいものをもらってしまった。大切に使おう。
Being them.
やったぞマスター。事件発生だ。これはボーナスの予感。
Someone! Anybody, help me! It's coming from right over there. Come on, you two. There's a girl on her attacked by evil spirits.
Tokoro.
いらっしゃい。青子と違って特にやることもないから店番をやっているの。はい、持って行って。はい、いや。
Okay, yeah, I need to start moving them now. Yeah, I kind of pulling off on them, but... Oh, screw that movie.
強く。強く。
Damn. Alright.
着替えはないのか。いや、気にしないでくれ。大方青崎にリソースを取られたんじゃないか。
Hazaki's talking all the resources. God.
ありが。ありが。こういう。こういう。アルバイトじゃないけど報酬がもらえるのは嬉しい。やりがい、ご褒美。ありがとう。強く。あり。強く。
Last one.
ありが調子が良くなるとはちょっと違うな。少し以前の感覚に戻った気がする。生きているのに過去に戻るというのもおかしな話だけど。ありありが
eBay. Yeah, they probably should have picked a better actor.
強こういうのは少しずつ
そろそろクエストに戻る？いいよ。
垂前
お互いの安全のためだ。次の依頼だ。焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう。いいものをもらってしまった。大切に使おう。さらにいいものをもらってしまった。この旅館有料企業の疑いがある。
やあ。そろそろクエストに。インフォメーション。エラ先生。インフォメーション。エラ先生。テンプテーションせ。
取扱説明書とかシャバ
Okay. Okay. There you go. Yeah, we'll put the sister on there. Alright.
ラン首並べちゃってな。正面からとか行儀いいな。
Karn?
見つけた。
お願いですか？命令ですか？静か
エンズもらうわ。
大きすぎるかしら。見えなくない。開いた。
月を越えて夢にかけてディドディドシックススイングチョコレート。そうね、静か見つけた。流れる水のように切り分けて。
So many forks, knives.
今回だけよ。
サポートして。
静か
Assess C to SMP.
に。いいわ。ごっこ遊びをしましょう。太古の神秘、笑う月面。こぼれ落ちて舞台は燃える。共に散る。スマイル、クラックスマイル。
赤いトゲは茨のごとくな。
戦いはここからです。ドキドキするでしょ。お願いです。オプションはお願いですか。大きすぎるかしら。エロース。この辺りでしょ。
Yeah, she's really annoying. Annoying too. Look at the bard.
静かに、そう静かに。ロスト、ロマン、ファンタズマ。スコーンはないの。
これがテムズドラル第一形態だ。やっ、
Where are you going?
月を越えて夢にかけて。静かに、そうね。
支配してあります。
そうね。そうね。見つけた。あら、
いい目が出たす。
私の勝ちね。
すごすぎてのたうち回る。
マインスターの魔女ですもの。当然よ。
I think we just unlocked the next node. Where are they? Yeah, I got it. I think everybody will be rooting for me, even though they don't know anything about me. Don't worry about them. Those were just original thoughts of ruffians I once thought. Title lesson 2. They must have followed me all the way to this mountain to I was sure gratitude. What's that? It sounds like stalking, you say? Indeed, that's exactly what it is. I suppose that's the fate of the Isle who rescues the lost souls. Anyway, thank you for showing up in my hour of need. I'm just a poor helpless woman of the cloth who doesn't know a thing about fighting. I don't know what would have done if you haven't shut up. Good thing we happen to be close by then. May God had his hand in the stew. Maybe God had a hand in the stew. Yeah, that typo. Oh my. Indeed, I could have agreed more, young man with an innocent, trusting smile. You know, if I may be frank, you're exactly my type. Something's not added up. You're so bad at fighting. How did you teach those evil spirits a lesson? Yeah. Sorry, Karn, but Zojro is Alice's man here. Well, I usually work with a partner who chases off the ruffians for me, but they have our business to tend to. Oh god. Like, I don't even think anybody remembers him anymore. Just seriously fell off the radar. Like anybody like mentions like the latest like scandal for FGO would have to be Toe Sniper. And even then he's like really falling off a cliff to the point where he's just basically the god of beggars. I don't know if he even streams anymore. Seriously though, how long are they gonna keep hiding? Oh, but enough about us. There's something else you want to talk to me about. And heck, I'll probably check real quick. Because, yeah, he's like... Because, as I check, every stream he does, it's literally the title, Gotcha God. How narcissistic do you have to be to literally call yourself a Gotcha God in the title of every one of your streams? You want to know the guest's real reasons for coming here in these hot springs? Yeah, very, very. And the thing is, I actually knew for years he was pretty much a dick. And all it took was, I guess, was him getting upset with how Pushy Princess said something. Which, yeah, people, even if it was a bad take, you just blew that out of proportion. And it is such a way to actually ruin your reputation. Yes, I know it was like what they are, but the woman in the cloth, I can't go around speaking to our people's deep, dark desires. You need to save those confessions before you can take your time. It will be a waste of good meal. Be careful, Dracosoc. This is the kind of person who's better to keep your distance from. I can't believe it. You just called me a devil. Yeah. The certain fact who your dad is pretty much. I'm not sure he was just speaking figuratively. Your face is practically screaming, how could you know that? Not that I need to. It seems you're all skilled mind readers. Very well, let's make a deal. If you agree that we never had this discussion, then I'll answer your earlier question. Having said that, revealing to our people's secrets is something an atrocity. Yeah, that's what I'm worried. You're playing 50 fucking gotchas. What's he doing? Just maxing his credit cards or something? Like, he's not that one guy that was able to spend $70,000 on FGO. He was doing stocks all day. I'm starting to wonder if he's doing shady shit too. I mean, he called out Razor Ninjas were doing shady shit. And the thing is, narcissists, they love to project and shit, so we don't know what's going on. And the thing is, he's actually begging people to have, like, roommates and stuff. I said that, revealing to our people's secrets is something trashy priests do. I'm only getting to reveal my own. I'll leave it to you to determine whether or not you're survive to anyone else. But yeah, he keeps saying he gets laid off in all this. I'm thinking he's actually getting fired because the workplaces are probably getting sick and tired of his shitty attitude. And they're just kicking him to the curb. That's what I'm thinking. I don't have proof, but it does seem very likely with how he acts. I'm an exorcist, but I said before, I can't actually banish evil spirits. I can only banish demons. Huh, is there a difference between the evil spirits and demons? Hey, Revolta, how goes it? There is. Evil spirits are from karmic retribution caused by human actions. Well, demons are beings beyond their comprehension caused by an alpha of evil. You really just want me to go against the Paul brothers, don't you, Jackal? At any rate, I can't do anything with the evil spirits, so why did I come to these springs? To bring a certain scoundrel to justice. To capture a con artist who claims to be an exorcist. Also, that's why you're an exorcist. Indeed, which is why I'm not articulating words to exercise the evil spirits, no matter I wish I could. Sorry, can you explain to me what makes an exorcist a con artist? I mean, question is style, spiritual power aside, as long as they're actually able to banish evil spirits, does that make them real? Real enough? Good question. Upsetting young man. As my mentor once said, there's only good thing that makes exorcist a con. Using exorcism as a pretext appropriate to the house's property. Instead, indeed, stealing wealth is the most evil deed there is. So those are your true feelings, or rather your core principles. I can't explain a surprise. Anyway, saying that, one of the guests are here, and you followed them here in order to capture them. After all, this fraudulent exorcist commits a crime. Not paying the 50 gacha games, yeah. That's right. After all, I'm sure that they're not after the 5 secret hospitals. Didn't you think they was strange that these so-called wish granting springs only came after specific benefits? Any wish grant where there's also a predetermined is no at all. Good point. I was worrying about that myself. I know I'm getting younger and finding romance is a thing. I want someone else to give me. Right. But the current spring is still famous because having wish granting springs. Why is that? Because there's a 6th secret spring a proprietor has to tell us about. One that really does grant any wish. That's why the art guests are here. They want to use that spring. If it's really can't grant any wish at all, then some people are perfectly willing to pretend to be an exorcist. Or you commit murder, don't you think? Something wrong, Suzuki? I thought I just saw someone staring us in the top floor of the old building. Oh my, how frightening. I knew they should have been spoken about the people's secrets, even if they're only spectating. Alright, I have something I want to look up in the reference room, so if you excuse me. Yeah, everyone would. Thanks, Dracosac. What's up, Iowa? Just seeing things. Okay. Let's see. Oh, good.
調査はどう？やるべきことを効率的に。ミッションクリア。では、次のミッションをどうぞ。
Alright. I don't think X0 streams anymore. Yep, he still does stream. He just did one 2 hours ago. And at the style is Gotcha God. It's like doing something for Genshin. It's like, how the fuck does he also not get burnout? That's what I'm wondering too. Yeah, there's so much reading. Yeah, my throat's starting to get sore too. Leave it to Natsu to basically dry out our throats and then basically give us eye strain by just reading all this. Let me guess, skip button. God. Yeah, looks like a cat got bored. Yeah, I need to actually check Social Blade. Because I noticed that he just keeps losing subscribers nonstop. Hey, Carnell, how goes it? Okay, you don't ever skip a story? Gotcha. Why is it mostly joking? Okay. I'll go like anyone's here. Guess this is a waste of time, sorry. It's not necessary, someone's coming up from downstairs. Huh? What are you people doing here? Are you having a tries? Here in this haunted spot? Also, why did you change clothes? Oh, it's just you, Yosuke. Don't scare us like that. I thought you were the bad guy. Bad guy? You mean the one responsible for the murder this morning? Don't be ridiculous. I don't have the guts to do something like that. More importantly, what are you doing here in the inverse reflection room? This room is a bar of our big 5 ghost stories. Ooh, this place? Yeah, a little extra budget to review that outfit. Yeah. Although I gotta say, his outfit is very good. Yes, this is one of them. There's a rumor that the daughter of the inn's former proprietor had an affair with one of the bellboys. The proprietor was furious. He had the bellboy banned from the premises and confined his daughter to his act. He said that he would never let a shameless hussy like her set foot outside again. The daughter wept and said it wasn't her. She had no memory of doing anything like that. But the eldest son in the prestigious family, the proprietor wouldn't hear any excuses from a woman, not even his own daughter. I'm gonna kick this guy's ass for treating his daughter like that. In time, the girl became mentally ill, and she would go on and on about how it had been her and the bellboy's room, but her own reflection from the mirror. Eventually, it came to light that the whole bellboy business had been made out to be all caught by the head clerk, who couldn't stand them. But by then, the proprietor's daughter was already gone. Not dead, mind you, gone like vanished into thin air. I love how they did the spooky thing. That expression actually does reflect it. As you can see, the only way in and out on the act is this very staircase I came up in. Patiently waiting for the rest. Gotcha. She is gone. And with the no one, even though the princess was assigned to stand guard. But to this day, every now and then you can hear the sounds that come from the attic, seeing the mirror cover that wall. If you come up here and hear those sounds, you can still see the innocent girl, covered with bruises from her father's beats, walking up to the mirror saying, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me." I'm gonna hug this girl and tell her everything's okay. He won't hurt you anymore. And I just want to basically kick her dad's ass. Sorry about that. Maybe putting my solo business days behind me, but don't have it side ours. You hope that you would get to his age that your hairline will still be good. I think everybody be wishing that, man. Your Koyan is bond 15, man. Congrats, but also I guess this means that you can't use Buster Looping, I guess. Well, maybe if you use Oberon. Probably get around that. Because, yeah, going is like max now. Well, technically you can still use Buster Looping, but... Anyway, let's get out of here. It's just because daylight time now doesn't mean we're safe. Spirits have a way of coming out whenever it decides, the sun's outside, and it only looks like it's only going to get very cloudy soon. Then before we get started, tell us, do the Komodo Hot Springs have a 6th secret spring? Where do you hear that? From one of the other guys. They said that you can grant any kind of wish. Why don't you just tell us about that, Yosuke? Why would I? I've never seen a spring like that myself. I only ever heard the former proprietor said it existed. He said there used to be a road leading straight to hell there. In the room of no opening, and believe me, I'd like to get that door open if I could, but nothing has ever worked. I was hoping one of the psychics who made their way here would be able to figure it out. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I need to check. I think the closest I have is my Dante's, and he's like 13, I believe. After 2 years of only a number of charismatic psychics to show for it, I gave it up. Oh, but the monk in training who once stopped by here did have this to say. To reach the omnipotent string, you must need an omnipotent chalice. Use the chalice which granting power to open the door. How ridiculous is it? If I had a chalice that could grant wishes, I wouldn't need a spring in the first place. It's talking about the Holy Grail. I think it's time we went back to the Sky Room. We don't learn anything about Alko's killer, but we learn about the Holy Grail. Let's go see what Alko has to say about this, if there's really a spring that can grant any wish. Then I'm sure she'll know what kind of wish it granted. Yeah. An omnipotent secret spring that can grant any wish at all. Let's see. There's a spring of youth, a spring of romance, a spring of male transformation, a spring of happy life, and a spring of stiff soldier animation. A spring that changes every day that you'd think that there would be a different one on the 6th day as well. But Mr. Moon said he never seen the Six Springs, and can only guess is that it's past the room of no opening. If that's true, then the Holy Grail would be in this unopposed spring rather than with a person. Grail, right? So if this unopposed spring is actually a Holy Grail, that would mean you need a Grail to get a Grail. It's like a catch-22 riddle, or maybe the Holy Grail was never relevant in the first place. Dracosoc, you and Mash said that using a Holy Grail creates the singularity, right? But the Holy Grail hasn't been used yet. That's the only way out of this. Any of this makes sense, and it would mean that something other than the Holy Grail created a singularity. Damn, Tomorrow, for a guy without much paranormal experience, you really are quick study. Why are you just a detective again? Because I'm a quick study. Anyway, that gives me 2 leads. Whoever killed Alasaki this morning, and Alasaki's one statement about the world, will end, and if something isn't done. I think we derive the answer sooner if we focus on those questions instead of just looking for the Holy Grail. So how about Alasaki? Why did Alasaki once say something like that? Look, I'm Alko free, remember? I have no idea what Alko 1 saw, or where she came from to get here. Not yet anyway. But if I have to guess, I bet Alko 1 was actually there at the spot that will bring about the world's end. And she probably came here to the Kamino Hot Springs because this place is the key to stopping it. That's all I can say for now. Maybe it happens because someone wished for to destroy the world. The logic checks out, although where someone could easily make a wish like that, it's not another source. So if someone did make a ridiculous wish like that, there'd be number ways to grant. If what caused the world's destruction doesn't exist in this area, it would simply have to come from another world instead. Like that self-styled rock singer over here. Or maybe the wish to break some fundamental rule about the world. If something impossible were to happen here, it could introduce cracks in the foundation of humanity. The texture of this world is built on one. That would definitely destroy the world. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mash? Yes, like when the tiny bug results in a total system shutdown. Right. For example, it could be something as like bringing the dead back to life. Then, does that mean you're the culprit, Alasaki? Dying once isn't enough for you, huh? Alko's magic is a true resurrection. It's more like scamming the time itself, so that doesn't count. More importantly, what about the room of no opening? And 1-1 was it? If a mountain spirit has been worshipped here for a long time and has the power to grant wishes, then whoever tries to misuse that power must be responsible for ending the world. And if 1-1 really is the legend describes it, then it won't need a Holy Grail to grant the wish. Things are finally starting to come together. The Amity's after the unopposed spring, and they probably mistook Alasaki for a rival when she showed up bright and early at the spring, so they murdered her. Huh? You mean when I went to the hot spring in the morning and more than once, then what was I thinking? Oh, in that case, we were in something useful. Suzuki and I were going around questioning people. Yeah. Probably because they liked a lot of text, but definitely an F for 10. Well, I think it's because of integer overflow. That's probably why. It's kind of hot last night, so I opened the window to get some air, and I heard the arguing coming from the hot springs. I couldn't tell you if one of the voices belonged to that alcohol or not, but the other voices definitely belonged to Bosette. Bosette doesn't have a room of her own. Of course she doesn't. She stays same with Karen. If Karen is in her room, then she's probably just out somewhere. Yeah, how much about it? I know a bit. It's been a while. I mean, it's if and statements. That is the most gung-ho about exterminating evil spirits by a long shot. But the nitty-gritty is actually everything's in ones and zeros. Well, programming language is supposed to be like the happy medium between like basically our speech and then also computer code, because one of my professors actually said that computers are actually fast, stupid machines because they only speak in ones and zeros. Come on, Dracosock, we still can catch drifters. Go now. Oh, it's time to capture someone. I'm going to. Don't mind, right? Tomura? Sounds like we got a possible suspect. So yeah, done. I'll go secure Karn and burst that room in the meantime, just to be safe. You might run into them on the way too. Sorry, Dracosock, but I'm gonna have to borrow Mash again. She'll be the whole package, smart, quick on her feet, and can handle ghosts and spirits no problem. There's still one more arrival here. I'm glad to be your bodyguard, Suzuki. Just make sure you keep Master safe in exchange, Shojiro. What are you gonna do, Alice? I'll go with Dracosock if he's going to the reference room. He's gonna need my help. He's also going because of Shojiro.
調査はどう？やるべきことを。行ける場所が増えたのね。
Yeah. Oh. Hello. Excellent timing. I thought something seemed off in the reference room, and when I went to investigate, I heard disturbing noises coming inside. The devil's classroom must have begun. There's a guest in there, too. Karn, I believe her name was. She still hasn't come out. Poor thing. I'm afraid the evil spirits might have possessed her, or even eaten her outright. As a guest yourself, so you, of course, are no obligation to help her, but... Wonderful. Then let me give you one piece of advice. Try not to destroy any of the dolls. Of course, that may be easier said than done after all. Inside it, it's a really... Oh. He sees Alco and he's like... Yeah, it's the dolls. Yeah, these things are creepy. The dolls are floating. It's a pro-social guys. I saw them all the time in the Kanoji estate. Don't worry. You can touch the floating objects of them possessing it too. Just moving out of the way if they fly at you, and you'll be fine. The real problem is... I see. We have some new students. Welcome to the Devil's Classroom. The path to art is steep and treacherous. This cliff will always be beyond your grasp. Like a scared mountain summit. You can never hope to reach it, no matter how much you wither your soul away. Your attempts to do so will only result in frustration, despair, and burnout. But now I'm here to free you from your suffering by turning you into mindless dolls. Fear me, for I am the most formidable of all the Big Five ghost stories. I am God Karn, the Devil of Beauty. Don't you mean devil? No, God. It's right in the name. Just goes to show I am not truly a devil heart. Oh, she has a god. I'm sorry. Also, I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm not my usual self anymore. I didn't tell you before that, but Karn Hokusai has a mesocystic medium's nature. My body has laughingly unfortunate tendency to be possessed by any spirit that happens to be nearby. So when I enter this incredibly dangerous island room, well, you can see for yourselves. And now, I'm obsessed. I'll do whatever I want. In this room, my word is law. You're going to be free labor for God, and there'll be nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that ain't creepy at all. What a joke. I feel embarrassed for you being so proud. Let's just mediocre familiars. Rumors are about quality, not quantity. Let me show you what I mean. What? Yeah, I tell you, here in my world, word is law, thanks to my perfect anti-poi kicksaw measures. You'll never be able to awaken them in this ring again. And without your precious familiars, you're no more than a threat to me than the dish rags you used to clean the floor. When it comes to creepy dolls, you saw me. Your NF style once it becomes world class. Now go on, my double puppets. Show these people what it's truly all about. Although that kind of reminds me, there was actually a doll I believe locked up because it was like possessing people. I think it's like one of the Mary Ann dolls.
第3項展開。アルトリア・アバロン出るぞ。運命をかけた戦いであれば早立ちですよ。要請手伝う。
そういうのもありか。
Oh, the other one germ.
一切主情よく見ておきな。
見つけた。
一切いいぜ。
これくらいやれるわ。
過分を捨て、重さを捨て、早きを捨て、てめえを捨て。活目しやがれ。剣の鼓動、ここにあり。いいぜ。おうよ。いいぜ。
Yeah, yeah.
過分を捨て、重さを捨て、早きを捨て、てめえを捨て。活目しやがれ。剣の鼓動、ここにあり。
Handcuffs mask.
隠居したいんだよな。いいぜ。いいぜ。いいっす。おうよ。縁を切り、定めを切り、業を切り、我をもたたんつむかり恨ませ、すなわち宿業からの解放なり。
先に進みましょう。宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます。
Alright, let's keep going. Okay, this one's like... Yeah, the choice, but... What's this? I feel sick. No, wait. Not sick. It feels like I have to make something where there's a serious piece. You gotta let me remake what I just destroyed. Go right, and you'll find instructions in that cardboard box. They're simple enough to even begin to fall. As long as you can completely erase the dolls you destroyed, you won't have to worry about any curse. Yeah, that's so generous to provide all the materials. It's okay if I use the save. Great, watch. I'm going to make some awesome job. Pause. What the fuck are we doing? There, all done. Check out the mirror pocket. The hand of her on this puppet. Spinning image of King of Rock and Roll, if I say so myself. Man, that was satisfying. I haven't even done any arts and crafts since high school. Why aren't my hands stopping? I've already made a $3, $4, $5 now. Help! What's going on? You already made enough dolls to replace the ones you broke. Why are you stopping? The dolls even look like the guide says they should, unlike Kawasaki's. I'm not going to stop. I told you, they need to be completely replaced. The sculptor who died in this room was a god-given genius, and your replicas will be equally perfect down to the millimeter. And what makes this artist perfect? Flawless repetition of every moment. That's right. To be identical is not enough for them to be safe to say. Actions of people who made them also need to be the same. The art demands beauty, even for the very people making it. So that's what we made one doll. The other 9 won't count unless we make them with the exact same actions as the first. That's right, until you can. You'll be stuck here doing arts and crafts for eternity. You'll be making meaningless practice pieces until you give out and your souls are worn to threadbare. They kind of fell. Oh, maybe now you understand the beauty of animation. Have you ever watched a video of something like, say, screws being made over and over and found yourself marveling at it? So, what the devil of beauty only cares about machines? How is that a victory for artistic merit? Say, what do you like? You'll never be able to break this rule until you're as good as a machine yourself. And of course, humans aren't just capable of such precise operations. You're going to be stuck working here forever. There. That's in them. That's gotta break the curse, right? Oh yeah, it's like, sorry, Karn, you don't know so drill. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Saying he made something that satisfied your conditions while you were firmly growing. Then tell us all made with exactly the same actions. All that go down to the millimeter. Wait, you actually did it? No, the devil of beauty is leaving me. Now I'm satisfied. So that's okay if I teach you the rest of right, especially since he still dressed like a devil. Alright, then I'll leave me no choice. I'll just have to bring up my final work. This is a dynamically modified Ishima Ibu. Even the devil of beauty spine. You better give it a good rating. Yeah, although I should have expected much from the visual novel. That goes almost done. Oh my god. They brought back the BB.
いつもありがとうございます。
用心接続。用心接続。運命をかけた戦いであれば集約だね。破壊する。参拝うるさい。黙ってサポートして。
Yeah, absolutely hilarious.
私を悪魔と言ったその通りよ。原始の地獄に帰りなさい。究極女神面白い。
Yeah, just one turn.
私は原始宇宙から来た女神。一時の勝利など嬉しくもなくも
Let
な
me
い
show you his mystic code. Well, they treated that thing really like a joke. Where am I? What? Do you believe me? I told you I feel like I just woke up from a long nightmare. Fine, whatever. Just answer questions honestly, and we'll be whatever you want. We heard that Berset and I were arguing last night. Do you know anything about that? Berset was arguing with you? Oh, that's why I haven't seen her all day. I swear, she's just as much a gorilla at heart as she is in body. A gorilla? What do you mean by that? Means gorillas have strong hearts. I do know Brissette went out last night, yes. And yes, she probably did argue with you. I can't deny she might have got a violent on her. Corpse this morning has face smashed in, right? Brissette's iron fist can even shatter the concrete, so it could easily do worse to someone's face. But idea where she might be. I did before, but I do now. She's probably freaked out after killing Miss Ozaki and decided to lay low for a while. I'll show you a fire something like a small child, and that's really if you want to go interrogate her. Excuse me, can I ask you something as well? What is it? How do you do that? How can you perform so many intricate operations like it was nothing? The Devil of Beauty say that a genius would be able to accomplish it, but I don't buy it. That kind of thing shouldn't be possible even for a genius. Humans are just capable of replicating movements down to a millimeter. If they could, the whole thing would have been pointless sports of any kind. So what kind of trick did he do to bypass the roof's line? He said the only way humans can do this is through domination, but he managed it because he's anything but that. Huh? Human movements may seem simple, but they are actually very complex. Every action, even everyday actions nobody thinks about, like walking and raising their hands or bending over. Any person subconsciously coordinates sense, though, hundreds of body parts, just to make them happen. This actually takes an tremendous cognitive effort to manually replicate every single motion. People's bodies move on signals from their brain, but the cerebral cortex is inherently imprecise and tends to do sloppy work. It can't manage the simple calculations or make correct decisions. It even makes people's personalities fuzzy and incoherent. The only reason we're able to do these kinds of things without thinking about them is that to automate them. It's because ganglia. Without the basal ganglia, people would never be able to live their lives as easily as they do. So what do you think someone's daily life would be if their basal ganglia simply didn't work? Even so-called actions like walking or raising a hand would require extreme constant effort. Most people without functioning basal ganglia would probably be stuck in a hospital bed or depending on machines for life. But not Suzuki. He's learned how to manually move his body just as naturally as we do, as though it were nothing. Compared to most of us who rely on our basal ganglia as a support to move our limbs, and I have no idea what our bodies are really doing. Suzuki knows what every bit of his body is doing at all times. It's constantly wrecking his mind to move it. That's all it comes down to. It's a mechanism that isn't artistic in any way, yet still, arguably, art in its own right. For Suzuki, replicating movements down to the millimeter is no different than breathing. Yeah, so
旅館の問題点をリスト
thank you.
さらに
Oh. Didn't have to. Just let it, yeah, I just let it do that. Okay, let's see if she's Yep, she's here, alright. Hey, you there, pretty lady. Let's see. We'd like to talk to you for Saki, but I thought you were dead. I'm sure you're surprised, so please take it easy. We don't want to fight. You just want to talk about last night. You just want to talk. Oh no. You're not fooling me. I could easily see Awasaki come back to life just for a rematch. Besides, I knew what I was getting into when I came to this country of investigative mage. The only way we're settling this is with maximum effort and violence. I won't even demand a one-on-one duel. You can all come at me once. My missile code is a counterpunch from the Age of Gods that can turn back any attack. Oh, but it's weak to curse, fear, and such, so please don't use any upper attack methods like this. Yeah, thanks you for advice. Okay, now whip pretender here affects curse. No, actually, I have one. She does. Yeah, I think I probably put the wrong one. Got to switch. Oops. Yeah, I put the wrong C. Oops.
たまっちゃった。なら出さないとね。サポートして。セーフ成功してくれる？アクセル。今度こそ決める。何が欲しいか当ててやるよ。サポートして。あれね。
Alright. Okay, I think she gets a rerun better next year.
そのように失礼。こちらの話です。最高。ご用件は血の海で切り札。こちらの泳いできたわ。フラガスタート。フラガ暗殺エアチキン打ち込む。イノベーション始めます。見つけた。あれね。たまっちゃった。せーの出さないとね。フラガラク。おしゃれ。浅い。切り札。こちらの
There we go. Yeah, you can prove this break. Yeah, I probably should have done that if I knew that was going on, but I don't need it. Need to. I saw her freaking damage this shit. Yeah, you go, Bo, man. It's like Sif is like really good. Okay, now she's gone.
サポートして見つけた。たまっちゃった。なら出さないとね。浅い。切り札。こちらのせーの。フラガ。
Yeah, she's done. Guess that's enough. Got her.
どうですか？盗作的で癖になるでしょ。
Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I really need to figure out how to get that to show up on Restream chat. Yeah. I don't even have much left. Yeah, I guess this is it for me. It's partly my own fault for letting myself get rusty. Should have known better than to run away without proving my innocence. Fine. I'll do for me what you will. I know all about the infamous Alasaki Toko, the puppet master. Go ahead, use me for whatever twisted experience you like. Huh? Toko's my sister. I mean, did you see any puppets during that battle? Oh, I missed it. I guess that's more of a good old-fashioned brawl. Was it? So you're really not Alasaki Toko then? Hell no! We may look similar, but we could be more different. Though, if you're fixated on her, then you must be a sealed destination of Force for Association. Sealed destination, they say people like you are only around when to make sure extraordinary talent stay safe. But the truth is, you're executioners who go around operating mages. So what's a forcer like you doing at a hospital like this? And why did you kill me? I knew you were going to say something like that. Poor thing, you shouldn't have been so mean to her. Alasaki, the way she's spying proves she says it. What do you expect, Suzuki? Akko can't help but pick on the weak. That's her nature. Will you two shut up for a minute? I wasn't being serious. I was just trying to trick her into talking. I know you're not going to believe me, but I didn't kill you. But when I went to the bath early in the morning, I found you dead with your face caved in. I knew I'd be blamed for that. So I decided to hide. I figured if everyone else would forget about me, if they didn't see me after for a while. That seems questionable, but hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, what about last night? One of the guests said that they heard you and me arguing at the public bath. What were we arguing about? What do you see? Well, I don't care about the secret springs. I just, come to soak in the springs because I can't sleep. Hello, anyone here? Yeah, it's just me. It looks like my plan to stake my claim night paid off. Hey, the spring romance, that's so stupid. As if the spring can have any effect on your destiny. I'll buy it for a second, but luck with men is all a crapshoot anyway, so I'm sure this will only help. There's plenty of time until morning too, so with this I'll be first to spring for... Huh? Are you going in? Then I explained that, no? I wasn't there to go into the spring, I probably left the bath. After that, I went back to the public bath lobby. I lay down in one of the massage chairs and waited for the morning. Yeah, where is this Rosette skin? That may be my backup plan. Take a perfectly natural morning bath. Then went back to the pub bath as soon as I was 5 and probably they couldn't animate it because they're like trying to figure out, okay, how do we keep our towel on and keep the ring like a teen? And yet, when you found my body, you made yourself scarce right before Alice showed up. That would definitely make you look suspicious, but actually, no, you didn't actually kill her, right? Of course not. I would have killed someone just for catching me to try to sneak into the secret spring. And yeah, no one. Although that was a strange too, but since we're still a corpse here, I have no choice but to run. Maybe we should ask our guests their alibis. Talk about no, there would be no point. My first death was possibly explained by the way as an accident, but someone clearly killed me for my second. Question is, how did the killer get into the bath? Exactly. And all my eyes peeled for the whole time to make sure no one got in before me. Actually, I was worried about that. Why would you leave Akko alone in the bath if you wanted to be the first to go in? What went into killing her and make sure you didn't beat you to the punch? Because she was so full of trust and no one's going to go into hot springs wearing their clothes, right? Yeah, that is a good point. I'm sorry for all the trouble my companions caused you. She really does regret her actions, so I hope you can forgive her. Hey, don't act like this is all on me. From my here, you gave a pretty headache yourself. Big headache yourself. Alright, no more fighting. You two are both leaving now, right? Take care. Oh, but first, I have a question for you. The real reason you came in this was to go spring a romance, right? That's right, Persona insisted that she was gonna die lonely on a potentially fatal assignment. Be ridiculous, I just came here to make sure I was in good shape for my Saki Toko investigate. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry for messing that up for you. Don't have to apologize. Last night was just a coincidence, but bad luck is all. Anyway, you say you're Aosaki Toko's sister, right? Then I think we should get going before things get really messy. Very well, everyone, and please don't tell anyone about what happened in the reference room, okay? Oh, and one more thing. If you're going to continue with your investigation, look for my briefcase. It has all the documents to put together for a self-mission, but it seems to be missing at some point. Missing? You think someone stole it? Probably, but it's especially made to be extra durable. They won't be able to break it open easily. You find it, you have my first look at its contents. The passcode is 2005 1028. Those documents should have any useful information for me, but maybe they'll be good for you. So like October 28th, 2005. Let me guess, that's when I think I know when that came out. Yep, that's I was like, and that was all anorexia. And they left. So they're both completely innocent, huh? And the killer must be one of the remaining guests, or one of the inn's full-time residents. Among the guests is our woman claims to be here with her family on vacation, and a man who gives off old-fashioned practical advice. The self-stylized sidekick with the hunting rifle, and is a yet suspicious girl. For the rest of there's the proprietor and the doll maker. That makes 6 suspects so among them. The ones that are true goals we still know are I bet they are here for an eye, but it's a secret spring. Exorcisms are probably just a pretext. Yosuke and Gashiro have been working together in this end for a long time, so they won't have any goal beyond that. The 2 are guests, and they're just on vacation. Does that mean we should be suspicious of the psychics? Wrong. Ryogi and Shiro are the 2 she is by far. This is well known for being haunted. That's the brink of bankruptcy. There's no way regular people would be coming here by choice for a spring trip. Anyway, we narrowed down the suspects down. If we split up again tomorrow, we should probably get close to wrapping up this investigation up. Are you girls listening to me? I was thinking about the example before, and I don't see how wishing for someone dead to come back to life is a bad thing. Why don't we wish would a wish like that cause the world to end? That's a good question, Mash. The problem is that once you bring a dead person back to life, that establishes this new law of nature saying that it's okay for the dead to be revived. From there, it won't matter time until the dead person's B, C, and D come back to life as well. And the more that happens, the less rare it becomes. And eventually, the new law becomes permanent and normal. And then, before you know it, you have a world with living dead people everywhere you go. Isn't it literature for that alcohol. I think we saw that weird movie Suzuki borrowed from Kamui. What was it called again? Dance of the Dead. No, so you're thinking of Dawn of the Dead. Although it's definitely a classic zombie movie. Must be nice to be so carefree that you can sit down and with tea like it's nothing. Don't feel like you have to keep your copy mash. No, I'm learning a lot from her. Alice's lessons have been invaluable source of my mystical knowledge. Continue too. You see, Alco is fine. Ash still remembers her matters, unlike a certain someone I can name. Don't worry, we can still hear what you're talking about. Just fine. Just don't mind us. That's so. Alright, then tomorrow we're going to the same teams to talk to. Wait, should we have Alice stay here instead of coming with us? We can use her polies right now. Shit, really? Yeah, I guess you're right. She's not going to be much help in a brawl otherwise, unlike Alasaki. Alright, Drakozak, tomorrow. You will go with Shojuro and Alasaki. By the way, we are not going in the outdoor bath today. I was looking forward to it. Rogi's family is using it today. That's only fair. And that we don't have any right to monopolize it. Damn, too bad. Well, might as well call it a day then. Tomorrow's going to be Marcus' secret spring tour's halfway point. Make sure you get plenty of rest tonight. And she ends up murdered again. Oh, good. Yeah, we got Silent Hill vibes. Morning, have any good dreams this is your morning radio bird. Here to bring you a daily update. With Alice. Beats me, all I know is I woke up here and was already pecking away at your water bottle. You gotta have water in the morning, you see? I am a bird and all. Our sheep. My favorite character? Yeah. Rob was actually very fun. He's one of those characters that they try to make annoying, but it's like, he's actually pretty cool and chill. So, how's the investigation going? Figured out what whodunit yet? I know, I got some ideas myself. Seeing that I'm Richard III, I usually forget things real quick. But I just remember something funny in this one. I bet the killer is one who makes all the noise when they move and spits out the nasty looking. That sounded like gunshot. Senpai. Get from the public bath, come on. Oh my god, they killed Alco. You bastards. How many times is it gonna die? Like, every spring it's like she dies. Yeah, the music definitely sounds very Silent Hill. Kinda fits. Alright. Nah, okay. I think I'm gonna probably raid someone because, yeah, my boat's getting dry. Alright, well, let's see who's on. I think I'm gonna roll for Chica. Yeah, raid Chica. They're basically rolling for Alco, so let's check to see how that. Thanks, AP demo. I'll be back basically at noon tomorrow because it's Saturday. But yeah. But anyway, rolls. Have a good one. Good luck for your rolls for Alco and also Alice too. This is your Demon Lord, Drakozak, sign off, and see you tomorrow.